All right, finally made it out here to Rocky Point Road. It's like on the backside of Portland, Oregon. Super fun road. I've been here a couple times before. There's always like some like weird sections here, but out here with the SI on the snow tires. So we'll see how that does. Overall, it drives pretty good. No complaints. It's on the winter setup now, so did raise it a little bit. Got the brakes and pads changed over, seat changed over. These are Evo 9 MR wheels. They look pretty good. I like the way they came out. The exhaust changed over, so it's super quiet right now. I'm gonna put the camera on and then go up the road. I'm just waiting, giving it some time because there was 2 Mustangs that just took off that way. And then same thing, there was a lot of trucks that go up through there. There's like a mountain bike course, downhill and uphill at the end over there. So once we get to the top, I'll show you what it is. But it's like a beautiful day today out here, to be out here. I'm gonna give it some time, get this set up so they can record the drive up, probably go up and down and then maybe back up again. But I'll stop at the top as well to show the rest of the what's out there at the very top. It's like I think I said it's an old logging road, so there's some sections that are like pretty beat up, but for the most part, the last time I came was probably in April, and the road, they had repaved a good amount of sections of the road there, so we'll see once we get up there. All right, so a good amount, like 5 minutes has passed. Gonna go up. I'll probably leave the windows up just since you can't really hear anything either way. It's on a stock muffler or exhaust. You can hear it vibrate a little, but other than that, it's pretty good. Turn off VSA. Last time I had it on, it was all over the place. I came out here when the car was bone stock. It had some like Delante tires, like super cheap tires, and it was sliding all over the place, kicking the VSA on and off, on and off. But with the windows down, you can really hear the induction sound from the intake, especially when it gets into VTEC, right? Sounds super good. All right, just want to watch the road ahead. I should have put my stock wheels on because they have a little bit of a grippier tire on them, opposed to these are Bridgestone Blizzaks W90s with the snow tires. But yeah, if you ever find yourself out here in St. Helens area, or Scappoose, I think it is. It's closer to Scappoose than St. Helens. This road is super fun. Not for slammed cars though, because there are sections, like that sign says, loose gravel. Before, it wasn't like that, but it changes right here. And before, that's a giant drop on that side. Before, it wasn't a giant drop. It was like smooth, pretty smooth, the gravel, but just over time it gets weathered away with the more and more people that drive here. So you really gotta pay attention to that. And then right here is pretty rough as well. Well, once you get out of this, it's pretty nice. Right here, a little bit of a drop. Even on these winter tires, man, this car just drives so good. Oh, there's a lot of people out here today hitting the course for the downhill. Once I get to the very top, I'll show you what it does look like. You can see where they're riding their bikes through. I think I saw a car coming down. I don't want to be pushing it around a corner. When I had the fit, I would come out here all the time. rain or shine because it's so much fun out here, especially through this corner. I'm gonna rip the e-brake. And just send it around. Like I said, you can really hear the intake sound, especially without hearing exhaust sound. Understeer like crazy. But it's kind of nice. A lot of the roads back here intertwine with each other, so they end up meeting to each other. This road comes to a stop sign, and if you turn left, you end up on Skyline Road, which ends up taking you back essentially to downtown Portland area. Yeah, this road used to be a lot nicer. Thankfully, the S3 suspension is really holding its own. He knows what I'm doing. I gave him like 5 minutes, a good 5 minutes ahead of me before I got back. But I think this is just about the end of it, and then it's a turnaround. After the guard railing, yeah. Once you pass the guardrails, to turn around. It's so nice this time of year, especially the trees, the leaves all changing color. Very fall vibes. Turn it around some more. Typically, it's the mountain biking rather than road bikes. These guys are on downhill bikes, going somewhere, probably the top of one of the trails or something. But this is the road. It goes Skyline and then Rocky Point. You keep going that way, you end up somewhere, I don't know. But if you go this way to the left and follow that road up, I'll do that on the way back. I'm gonna go down and then back up again, and then I'll show you that side of the road, which again is pretty fun. I'll never blast past somebody that's like parked on the side of the road or unloading. I would just find that like super disrespectful. Give them their space, especially if you're out doing what I'm doing right now. I'm not gonna stop at this one. I'll stop at the next one. The view that shows like everything that's down there. I'm gonna rip the e-brake. Brakes are cooked. That's why. These things are stanky. They're definitely changing colors too. But this used to be a bunch of trees It like looked super nice. Like the way it does down over there, it was like that all the way up here, but they've just been slowly taken away for, you know, toilet paper because of COVID or whatever. But the road is just super nice. Definitely some heat in these pads. Car drives so well, other than that, you know, little thing there, but it'll be all right. Thing B trying to sting me. That's where you park, and then it's just a downhill through this. Like you can kind of see it up in there. Like there's a little pathway that goes all the way to the very bottom, and then I'm guessing where those guys were going was up there. Can't really see anything over there, but over there on the back side of this, there's another trail that comes down and ends up back there where they are there. So I'm gonna go back down and go back up. Made it back down to the bottom. There was a super clean E46 M3 headed up. So I'm gonna, once I turn back around, see if he's still up there. That's the one thing that's cool about this road. There's always like something super nice out here. Like last time I seen a yellow like bone stock S2000. I think it was a CR, but I'm not too sure. I do remember seeing a spoiler on it. And then one time I came up, there was like a Porsche, like an old classic Porsche meet going up on top, which was pretty nice to see all those guys. And then it's always so funny seeing like other people seeing this car up there when it's mainly just like SUVs and trucks, 4x4 cars going up there to go to the mountain peak or the top of the mountain for dirt biking or downhill. So I'm gonna let it cool off a little, let the brakes chill out. These freaking AutoZone Duralast things ain't doing work. They fade so quickly. I want to if anybody has any recommendations for a good daily pad that still bites pretty good or holds its own, rather these fade out fairly quick. I'm not surprised, but thankfully I've had no issues with the spacer. I'm getting loose. Hopefully. Got the rotors, I mean, they're fine as well. There's no real problem there. It's just the pad kind of sucks. So I really want to find something else that's more dailyable, aggressive, but not leave a bunch of brake dust behind. These pads, I had them on the Fit as well, same ones and all, but they were on that car's a lot lighter, so they were pretty easy to get taken care of. It wouldn't get like super smashed every time I would drive on it pretty hard. The rears is a Hawk ETS, I think, something like that. So they're pretty good. The rear's fine, but it's just that front pad definitely needs to get changed out. So let the car cool off and then I head back up again. All right, been about 10 minutes, cool down. Should be good to go. I was posting on Instagram. Should I go with the windows down this time and see if there's a difference, or if it's just a bunch of wind noise? I hope it's all right. I did, if you notice, I changed my shift knob. I've had this spoon knob since I bought this car, but once I put the EG knob in here, I like the feeling of that one way more over anything. And then I was cleaning this out yesterday, or a couple days ago now, and I found this in the back of the seat. So I went ahead and threw it on, and I mean, it feels pretty good. It's a lot more, dang, that's a nice hard body. It's a lot more clicky, notchy going into gears. You feel it a lot more than the EG knob, or it's like EF to EK stock knob. They all kind of have that same rubber ball grip to it. bunch of RAV4s, crossovers rule the road these days. There are more crossovers than anything on the road. It's not a bad thing. They just don't make them like they used to. Dude, that there's E46 M3 driving through. I can only imagine him going through this. He looked a little lowered. It wasn't slammed or anything, but it wasn't stock. And he had like a carbon front lip too, so I'd imagine he was crawling through there super slow. I originally came out here a little earlier, or planned to come out here earlier because it's a little nicer. Because once you get higher in elevation, you get like on top of the clouds, and it's a pretty cool view or thing to see. This time it's just pretty sunny out here. POV Drive bros. Oh my gosh. It's a true test to see if the spacers will ever get loose or fall. Because I mean, if they don't come off on this drive, I don't think they'll ever come off. Ever have a problem. So providing Loctite definitely is doing its work, holding in the studs. There's a Rivian down there. There's no one coming down. Exhaust. I don't really like putting the 3-inch exhaust because it's pretty loud. I like it, but not an everyday like it. It's blocked off. There's a little extra trail that goes down. And with these tires and my height setup, I'm not opposed to going down a dirt trail or a gravel trail. This thing. Flowing intake that you can buy, and it sold so fast. It was like $150 too, and it sold so fast. This time I'm gonna go up here. I guarantee you he went this way, so let's see if we can't catch up to him. There's this pizza spot I was trying to hit while I'm out here. But on this road, there's a lot more traffic happens. Rather than that road, there's really never anybody driving around unless there's like a big event going on. Like one time I came out here and they were having like a running event. Yeah, it's like I don't know what it's even called. They were like running, and it was raining pretty good that day too. People just out there running for fun. So good. motorcycle out here takes some guts. I always salute guys on motorcycles. Especially ripping around on a public street. So crazy. Just going on. He's gonna go straight. I'm gonna go left just because I don't want to keep going that way. I don't like the end of the road down there. This is I'm gonna end. That's not a C8 Corvette. I thought it was a C8. It's a freaking Ferrari from the dealership. So you already know he's gonna be trying to get it. Let's see if we, you can really hear that over my car. It's gonna be, and I'm gonna follow him. I don't even know what the model of that is. If you know, put it in the comments. Very new, I'd assume. Official Ferrari dealership, Ron Tonkin Gran Turismo. Dang it. You can kind of hear it over the other cars. For me, those cars always sound like the video games. Oh, there was the M3. We'll see if it can focus. There it is. Just chilling on the side of the road. Hopefully, maybe he lives there. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with his car.